In an ever-evolving digital landscape, for your business to thrive, you must adapt or die. Welcome to Marketing in the Age of AI, the podcast helping you harness the power of AI and marketing tools to revitalize and grow your business. And now here's your host, marketing expert and author of Authentic Marketing in the Age of AI, Emanuel Rose.
Welcome to the Marketing in Age of AI podcast. I'm Emanuel Rose, and in this episode, I get to talk with Lara Hamilton. She has over 15 years of experience at eResources. Lara leads the help desk realty team, known for delivering exceptional customer service and guidance. Her proficiency in various complex property management softwares, including RealPage, Yardi, and AMSI or AMSI, positions her as a key figure in the field. Lara's commitment to ensuring the smooth operation of infrastructure and support services is a testament to her expertise in leadership and multifamily IT solutions. Lara, thanks for spending some time with me today.
Hi, it's great to be here.
Well, thank you very much, and I'm glad that you look like you're pretty warm, even though there's lots of snow going on where you're at right now.
There is. I think the whole country just about is covered in snow except for Louisiana.
And the West Coast. Somehow it avoided us too. I'm out here in
There you go.
Nevada, and I'm like, it's just sunny and 50, just boring. Well, it's you've been in the space of property management for a while, and what have you seen that AI has done in terms of property management and customer service?
So the way I look at AI is it's a tool that you can use. A lot of people will say, oh, this is a replacement for employees. It is not that, and employees shouldn't be worried about that. No more than Google was a replacement or any other technology that came along. It's changing the way we do things, but that's
Yeah.
it's a natural progression of how things evolve.
So what's it changing inside of property management right now?
Well, I think one of the things that's changing is communication with their residents. There are a lot more ways to communicate, a lot more
Yes.
automated ways instead of having to manually send a text or an email or things like that, where you can, within the software platforms, you can set up automated text based off certain criteria, and those things will go out to whoever's applicable to those situations.
Yeah, and that brings up an interesting point, right? Like there's appropriate ways to communicate with the kind of one-way communication, right? Like text or
Right.
direct message or email or something. And a lot of times people just want the information. They don't want to have a conversation, right?
That's right.
Or if you're dealing with millennial residents, they only deal with text, right? And
That's right.
old timers like me, the Gen X boys, occasionally we do want to have a phone call with somebody or actually see somebody in person.
That's right. That's right. It really does depend on your demographic of your property and what the needs are. There's a lot of various types that we have supported and worked with. There's the regular conventional properties, and then there's affordable properties, and that some of those people may not have access to the technology that others do. So you want to make sure, and senior properties, the same thing. So you want to make sure you're using the technology the way that it best suits the need for your property.
Yeah, and then you have an interesting role in that your company's positioned in IT and in marketing. And what are you seeing the differences between kind of those two functional areas in your deployments and inside your business?
So the main thing that I see with marketing within property management specifically is that the old the old school way of creating your website, putting in SEOs, and hoping that that's going to bump you up a level. And somebody Googles your name, it's going to put you at the top, and all those things. That's great, but now that people are going to places like ChatGPT to get information, ChatGPT is looking for that information differently. And
For
so to
sure.
find who those top three properties are going to be in your area, it's going to pull specific information that we want to make sure that you're doing consistent and that you're getting good reviews and all those things on things like Reddit and all the different places.
Love that. And are you helping your marketing team figure those things out, or what's your role in that?
Well, we do have a very strong marketing team in within our company, and
Yeah.
I promise they have it under control over there.
Fair enough. And then, how about you personally as an executive? What tools have you gravitated towards, and how are you using AI in your daily workflow?
Well, I think that one of the things for me as an IT professional is that we use AI with caution because what we're doing is not we're handling other people's information. And one of the things we want to be sure of is that we're cautious with that information, that we're not putting it into a chat GPT or something like that,
Sure.
because it is proprietary information we're dealing with. So I'm in a different world than the regular person. Someone out in the world also should be aware that if you are putting things into um, those type of platforms, that you have to be careful and make sure that you're following security protocols. You don't want to share the Kentucky Fried Chicken recipe with the whole world.
That's right. We the parlance is governance, right? We want to make sure that we've got some guardrails on the content we're sharing with the LLMs, and anybody who's running a department or a business needs to make sure that they bring the shadow AI to the forefront and get everybody using it in a way that's uh, compl- complicit with the company's guardrails.
Correct. And like for us, we're also building internal AI databases for some of our clients so that it's not reaching out into the world. It's pulling information from your own data and your own environment. And so there's not that risk of outside sources being able to access it. It's all within your own environment and secure.
That's cool. And what model are you basing that on?
We're building our own.
Oh, all right. I love that. And then, so what are some of the governance policies that you have inside your company?
Well, like I said, the main thing is, as far as AI is concerned, is we do not share client information with. Well, we don't share them with one from one client to another, much
Sure.
less into a social platform like that. Um, our employees are aware and they know not to do that. Um, we're held by certain standards that are a little bit higher than the average person. But nobody should be doing that really.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's that.
Yeah. And then, what are you seeing in terms of trends inside of multifamily that people should be paying attention to?
So I see multifamily is it's evolving. It's in the digital world. What I see is a lot of companies are dependent more on technology and keeping technology within your individual properties. So let's say you've got 20 properties. You want to make sure that those individual properties, their computers have enough memory and all the things that they're strong enough to handle all the work that your employees are doing, that their internet pipeline coming in is strong enough to handle the volume. Because in the back in the day, well, way back in the day, they were using index cards for guest cards and things like that.
Right.
So now they're relying so much more on technology. You want to be able to make sure that they have a um, quality equipment, but also secure, that they've got routers at each location and things like
Mhm.
that, firewalls and all the things to make sure that they're secure and that they're able to do their job seamlessly.
And what have you seen in terms of the change in the companies that are contracting with you and their kind of tech readiness?
Well, I think it's always a challenge because a lot of some of the companies that we support own their own properties, and it's much easier to create a standardization that way.
Hmm.
But then there are companies that manage properties for owners, and so to get buy-in from owners to really understand technology and communicate with them the need and the understanding of why this is needed. I think it's more of a challenge. I think those companies do have a bigger hurdle that they face, especially in the affordable housing market where it's, the income is less coming into the property, and so the amenities and things like that are not quite as strong, and so it's just really doing a good making the owners really understand the need.
Yeah, to be a tech forward company and to make
Yeah,
that investment, right?
and it's difficult because it's not cheap. Technology is expensive. In 2020, this year, just like January of this year, um, prices for RAM in computers skyrocketed, several $100s a device. So you're only going to see those prices increase. So if you're still on Windows 7 or Windows 10 computers, it's the time to upgrade those now before the price gets higher.
Before it goes up even more. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes.
and so in your role as the IT director, do you also chime in or help with the product development and what becomes client facing?
Well, I do. I work very closely with the property management software companies as a representative of our clients. Um, um, I'm very, hands-on with that. I also work with our engineers here on what the client needs are and things like that. We do not look at ourselves as a vendor that does IT for companies. We are a partnership. We don't want to just sell something and make money off of them. We want to help them make their company stronger and more sustainable and forward thinking in IT, but also secure and in a very secure way of doing it. So it's I don't know if it's a different way of thinking, but it is definitely the way that we do our company.
Interesting. And then, are you bringing in tools like Claude Code and some other things like that into the way that you're doing your work?
We have several tools that we use for various things. We always, we're very open with the products that we use. We share that with our clients before they ever become clients.
Yeah.
There are lots of options that they have, and if they've got something that they really like to use, we're open minded. We're not stuck on something, but at the same time, if something's more secure, if something is more has better quality or a better background, it doesn't have a lot of vulnerabilities, then we try to make sure that we recommend things that um, are going to be better for that company.
That makes sense. And then what do you see on the near term horizon as far as the products and the services you're offering clients for the rest of this year?
Well, my department specifically in property management is growing. I think we all know that the prices of houses have gone skyrocketed, and the prices of younger people going out and getting a first-time home has been really a challenge for people.
Yeah.
And so I think property management and the property apartment environment has been really thriving. So just keeping everyone all of the things, the marketing things that they need to share to make sure their residents and their potential residents can see on their websites. Make sure that they are staying within security boundaries of what's keeping their data secure, their resident data secure. And then COVID changed a lot of what we do. Just in the last 6 years, when COVID happened, a lot of people were bringing checks into the office and having those conversations over coffee and doing all of those things. Well, when COVID hit, we had to really rethink, how do we make payments? How do we engage with our residents and with our clients,
Sure.
instead of going and doing those one-on-one talks. And so a lot of resident interaction is now online, and making sure that their data is secure in that way is very important to us.
And that is a moving target, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
And then if you were going to give some advice to some a college kid who's trying to figure out how they're going to leverage AI and get into the business world, and what kind of suggestions would you make about professional development?
Well, I think that the personal and professional development commingle. So when someone hires person, the first thing they're going to do is look on social media. They're going to Google that person and see, what kind of person am I hiring? What is their personality? Are they going to mesh well with my team? And so I would encourage young people to remember that whatever they're putting out in the world is it stays out in the world.
Yeah.
And so remember those things. We all are young. Thank goodness I was able to be young when there was no social media, because I think
Agreed. There's a lot of photos I wouldn't want on social media.
no, no, I'm so glad. I mean, I feel for it, because they have to be so aware of everything they do. Even just driving, and a teenager makes a mistake, and then someone, oh, I saw this teenager. Here's the picture of the car, and they made a mistake. And so it's just, I cannot imagine the pressure they're under. So just, take a deep breath. Just remember that who you are is not just in your personal life. It's also in your personal environment, in your work environment as well.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. And then, what are some of the skills that make new hires attractive to you in your departments?
Someone that is hungry to learn and to share their knowledge. We are not, the old school, well, if I know it and nobody else knows it, that's job security.
Yeah, right.
That's not job security anymore. That's
Right.
a hurdle that now we have to face. And so not being hurdles in your work environment, when you learn things, share it with your coworkers, because you can't move up in a company unless someone can take your position.
Right. I like that. That's some good wisdom, and I think it sounds like you have a good culture where you're working also.
We do. We do.
Well, Laura, if somebody wants to get in touch with you, have a conversation about a myriad of things that you know about in terms of property management or software or IT, how do they do that?
They can go to our website, or they can email me at lhamilton@eresources.com.
All right, I love it, and well, the website will be in the show notes. And I really appreciate your time today, Laura, and I hope you have a great week and a successful year.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Well, I like that the sentiment about as you know things and learn things, make sure you share it across your team, and don't hoard hard-won knowledge, because in order for you to move up, you got to have somebody to replace you. So that's a good remembrance. Hope this episode has been valuable to you. I also hope that you take some time to dig into some AI tools and learn how to use them responsibly, and hopefully gain a little bit of time back by leveraging them. And with that time that you spend it with your friends and your family, that you continue to upskill, and that you get outside into nature, away from the screens. This is Emanuel Rose, Marketing in the Age of AI.
Thanks for listening to Marketing in the Age of AI. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast so you never miss a future episode. Your copy of Authentic Marketing in the Age of AI is available at Amazon.com or EmanuelRose.com. You can also connect with Emanuel on LinkedIn. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.